Okay, let's get real for a second. We're all using AI, but are we using it to actually learn, or are we just getting summaries? Today, we're going to talk about moving past that quick fix and getting into the deep, active thinking that builds real knowledge. You know, the kind that actually sticks around.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? You use an AI to summarize some long article, you feel super productive, and then, like 2 days later, someone asks you about it and blank. You can't remember a single key point. It's so common. It's like you consumed the information, but it never really landed in your brain.
Well, this right here is the core problem we're all dealing with in the age of AI. It's called the illusion of learning. We feel so productive scrolling through all this summarized content, but really, we're just getting blasted with data. We walk away with a ton of information, but almost no real insights to show for it. Because look, the real goal isn't just to know more stuff, right? It's about being able to do more with what you know. The big challenge for all of us is bridging that huge gap between passively seeing a concept and, actually being able to use it in our real lives. So, the big question is, how do we actually fix this? Okay, a great place to start is with structured content. Things like books, articles, even your own personal notes. The absolute key here is to stop being a passive reader and instead start having a real dialogue with the material. So here's a really powerful technique you can try. Instead of just asking your AI for a boring definition of some abstract concept, let's say anti-fragility, try giving it a prompt like this. Explain anti-fragility to me, but use the logic of software engineering, or cooking, or whatever it is you know inside and out. See what happens. By linking this new, unknown idea to a world you already totally get, the AI builds this amazing mental bridge right into your brain. It makes learning so much faster and way more intuitive. And this whole idea of building bridges, it works for your own ideas too. I mean, think about it. What if you wanted to connect your notes on two topics that seem completely unrelated? Like, say, building habits and investing your money. How on earth could an AI find a link between those two things?
Well, this is where it gets really cool. The AI can act like this, like a librarian with a superpowered memory. It can scan both sets of your notes and find that invisible thread, that hidden principle that ties them together. In this case, it's the compound effect. Suddenly it clicks. Small, consistent actions in both habits and investing lead to massive long-term growth. And just like that, your disconnected notes, they're now a powerful network of insights.
Okay, so what about when it's time to actually create something new, like an article or a presentation? You know that feeling of staring at a blank screen? It's the worst, but think about it this way. The AI is like your BBQ chef. You bring the fresh ingredients. That's your unique thoughts, your notes. The AI's job isn't to do the cooking for you. No way. Its job is to build the fire and set up the grill by creating a really solid outline. That frees you up to do the fun part, actually cooking up the core ideas.
All right, so that's structured content. But let's tackle a totally different kind of challenge, the messy, unstructured world of, interviews, meeting recordings, raw video transcripts. How in the world do we find the good stuff, the valuable insights, buried in all that noise?
Oh, we have all been there. You get a transcript back from a meeting and it's just, it's full of filler words, people repeating themselves, and conversations that go nowhere. Just trying to find the actual key takeaways is completely exhausting.
But this is another place where AI can be your ultimate filter. You just tell it, cut through all that noise and only give me the high-value signal. And boom, in seconds, a rambling hour-long conversation becomes this beautiful, clear list of actionable insights. Just think of the time and mental energy you save. It's incredible.
And hey, here's another pro tip. Don't just passively read summaries anymore. Really challenge yourself. Turn your AI into a strict tutor. Give it a summary of a video or article, and then ask it to create a real-world problem based on that content, and then test you on it. When you try to solve it, the AI's feedback will instantly show you the gap between what you thought you knew and what you actually understand. It's a game changer. Okay, so these techniques are obviously super powerful, but to make them stick, to make them really effective, we need more than just tactics. We need to adopt a whole new mindset, a new philosophy for how we learn in this age of AI.
And it really comes down to the simple three-step process. Step 1, gather wide input. Get information from all over the place. Step 2, and this is absolutely the most important part, use these AI techniques to deeply process that information, question it, connect it, challenge it. And then finally, step 3,
create a precise output that is 100% yours. See, the goal isn't just about learning faster, it's about learning deeper.
And really, this gets to the absolute heart of the matter. In a world with infinite answers at our fingertips, the real value, the real superpower, lies in asking brilliant questions. AI is a fantastic tool for getting those answers, for sure. But its true power is only unlocked when we use it to help us ask better, deeper, more insightful questions. That's where the real discovery happens.
So, what does all this mean for our relationship with this technology? Well, the best way to think about it is as a partnership.
I want you to always remember this. The AI is your co-pilot. It's amazing. It can handle navigation, manage all sorts of complex systems, and offer incredible support. But you are the pilot. You're the one holding the steering wheel. You set the destination, you make the critical calls, and you are always in command of your own thinking. Because ultimately, using AI for deep learning isn't about being lazy or outsourcing your brain. Not at all. It's about being incredibly strategic. It's about letting the machine handle the low-level stuff, like filtering and structuring, so that you can free up your precious cognitive bandwidth for the work that only a human can do. The work that truly matters: deep thinking, creativity, and building real, lasting knowledge. So let me leave you with this thought. The depth of the questions you ask, well, that determines the depth of the treasure you're going to unearth. AI is an incredible tool to help you dig, but you're the one who has to decide where to start. So the real question is, are you ready to ask,